A lot of people are still like questioning me about how did it feel to have been with Jimi Hendrix the night before he died. You guys were the last band he jammed with. And I can't really explain the feeling. It was just, for me, it was just like dealing, like working with someone that I've worked with before, but that was actually the first time. But he just put me in the same mode as if we had played that circuit of music before. The circuit, what I mean by the circuit, is the same type of clubs and playing the blues. You know, it's just like the old, the golden days before we met.
How did it feel to punch Jim Morrison out?
I didn't punch him, I just went like that. I touched him and he just went backwards in slow motion. He swam backwards, yeah, into the fireplace. And I said, what happened to him? And then this lady came in, where's James? And she picked him up, took him away.
This will go down in history.
But I think it was when you shut the chandeliers out and no one jumped. That scared me more than anything. I was still young. I didn't know. That was some crazy days we had. They were fun.
When you're young, you don't think about consequences. There's not a day goes by that I don't think about Jimi Hendrix, because he was such a great talent. And also, when I met him, he was a stranger in a strange land. He was a stranger to London. So I tried my best to, guide him through the pitfalls and point him in the right direction, introduce him to the right people. But what I remember most about Jimmy was him trying to escape evenings like New Year's Eve, where he would feel totally out of place. In fact, he always felt out of place if he didn't have his guitar. He had his guitar with him everywhere. And when I first saw him without his guitar, I thought, something wrong here. There's a problem here. And he'd been told by management, quit taking that guitar everywhere with you, And he would make breakfast with his guitar hanging around his neck. Never stopped. And he was just all music, for music, believed in music as a religion. It's a pity that he didn't survive, because today I would think that he would have been a great visual artist, probably would have been a great movie director. He certainly would have been playing with the best jazz men in the world. They were waiting in the wings for him to finish with his rock and roll persona and get down to some serious music, The guy was very unique.